New episode on Winning Their Journey Within podcast, and I'm sitting down with Awak Kuier to dive into the mental game talk. From overcoming adversity to building unshakable confidence on the court, Avak shares the mindset that has helped her separate herself very early in her career. Constantly learning, growing while dominating the basketball world, Avak made history as one of only 8 women to dunk in the WNBA. Drafted second overall by the Dallas Wings, while also taking the European basketball stage by storm, Avak's athletic journey from Finland to professional basketball showcases her tenacity and natural talent on the court. Avak, hello. Thank you for coming. Thank you for being a part of my project and my podcast, Winning the Journey Within, and welcome.
Thank you so much. I'm happy you invited me.
I'm just gonna start like I start with all my guests, and I'm gonna ask you, who are you without basketball? We all know what you have done and what you are about to do.
Yeah.
But who are you outside of the court?
I think I'm opposite to what I am outside the court. Like, I'm very simple. I don't need too many things. I'm very family orientated. Like, to me, like, family is the most important, and I think I'm just very simple. Like, outside of basketball, it's like all I need is just like my group of people, and I'm very loving and caring, and that's it. I don't need too much outside the basketball.
But we all need that identity that we build also outside of the court, and just knowing that we are so much more. Have you felt that the need to figure out who you are and what you like, and what will also help you to perform better and to be sharper daily on the practices and also games and in your career in general?
Definitely. I feel like we kind of like build our whole character around basketball, because we do spend a lot of time, playing basketball, practicing and everything. So it's kind of hard to kind of like put 2 and 2 together. Like, I feel like I don't see myself sometimes as a normal person. I just see myself as a basketball player. So it's hard to and I'm still learning to kind of put both of them to the side, and just kind of like when I'm on the court, I give my all, but then outside to just not put too much energy into basketball. But I think for me, I'm still going through the journey of like learning what to do. But I think I've gotten better throughout the years, just like trying to kind of give myself more grace.
Nice.
Yeah.
And your journey has been very interesting. And can you tell us a little bit about that? Like, you were born in Egypt, and your family is actually originally from South Sudan, and you were raised in Finland.
Yes.
So it's a lot of different cultures and
Yes.
aspects of life.
Yeah, I think for me, mostly it was just like looking different from everyone. That was like the biggest thing, like being very dark-skinned, very tall, and a girl too. So it's like when I remember growing up in Finland, it's like no one was like me. I remember going to class, and like I'm the only person that's like taller than everyone. So it was hard for me to fit in that way. But I think through basketball, I was able to kind of find my place, because it was okay. It was good to be tall, So I think that helped me a lot, but it was very difficult. It took a lot of years of just like adapting to the culture and being okay with the differences too, and being okay that I'm different than others.
Yeah. And when you look back at that little girl that went to school and was different, like, and the woman that you became now, like, what would you tell her?
Oh, that's a good question. I think I would just tell her that it's okay to be different. Like, I feel like when you're young, you don't really see that. And I feel like because there was not a lot of people that looked like me, it was like I would feel very insecure of like being different. But I would just tell myself that it's okay to be different. And when you kind of see, like, I should see the difference as a good thing. and like being unique and being different is good. So that's what I would tell myself,
Awesome.
younger self.
Awesome, definitely that is the case. And basketball, how did that come about? Was it something like normally for most of us it's a family, somebody played, somebody loved it, somebody introduced us to it. What was it for you?
Well, for me it was exactly the same. Like I have 4 older brothers and they all played basketball and every type of sport. So I used to just go and play it with them, and then I kind of started liking it more and more because I played other sports too, but basketball somehow just like made me the most happiest. So that's why I kind of stuck with it.
Yeah, and you were very great very soon. Like we heard about you at your very young age. How did that feel, like being recognized in this way with huge potential?
I think it was good and bad in a way. It was like good because I think I was very young to not really understand what was going on. I just really loved playing basketball, so I was just happy to, whenever I had the opportunity to play, I was just happy to play. But I think the more I kind of grew up being known is like I could feel the pressure coming in, and like every game I feel like, oh, I had to perform. So it was tough, I feel like, especially in that young age, and then going to the WNBA very young too. It was very tough, yeah.
Yeah. Did you have somebody to steer you through these challenges? Was it a coach? Was it somebody from your family? Or did you have to figure it out yourself?
I think a little bit of both, because I think my father has always been like a support system for me, but then it we kind of like went apart because obviously I had to move and go play professionally, so I didn't see him almost maybe like once or twice a year. So it was very hard for me to kind of get that support because we weren't seeing face to face. But I did always have his support, like I could feel his support, but I feel like during that time I've kind of like had to go through everything by myself. Like it does help to have like good teammates around and good coaches and stuff, but I feel like I went through that kind of alone. Yeah.
I'm gonna share a little bit about myself in this respect, because I've been playing for like 15 years, and I actually left my parents' house when I was 13, and I left the country when I was 20, and I've always struggled. Like I love my parents, and they've always been there for me. Yeah. But I've also always missed them, you know. And it wasn't up until later on that I figured that I needed something steady inside of me that was always gonna be there no matter where I am, and no matter who is there for me or if not. So like I feel like finding that strength inside of you that I find from God personally is very important, and it was so crucial for me, and it helped my mental health a lot, like just understanding. And I feel like I felt the need to say that now and share and see how
that's
you
beautiful.
take that.
No, beautiful. I think everybody, when they find that thing that really helps them stay strong through whatever they're going through, is like the most important thing, because sometimes some things you just have to go through by yourself, you know, and no one can really know what to do, what's best for you more than you. So I think for me, it's still like trying to find that thing for myself, and like understanding what is best for myself is still a work in progress for me. But I think, like I said before, like I try to give myself grace and learn from mistakes, because I'm still young, I'm gonna make mistakes, and that's fine, but I try to stay positive.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. And you're still young, and you have so much more to see and play and figure out about yourself. And this is exactly why we are having this conversation. Yeah. Because everybody needs to know that it is okay. You know? Yeah. So being drafted and going to WNBA, how did that feel for a 19-year-old?
I was super excited. Like, I don't think around that time I didn't even think about WNBA, because it's like coming from Finland and nobody ever got drafted, so I didn't think that I would get there so quickly. So it was a little bit of like mixed emotions of like being very happy but like super nervous. Like I'm like, wait, like I'm the first one that's going there, like I have this pressure, and okay, everybody's saying the first Finnish girl to ever play in the WNBA. It's like, it was like nerve-wracking, but I was still like happy for myself and proud of myself.
Yeah. So you played there for 3 years, and you took a 2-year break.
Yes.
Why, if I may ask? What made you do that?
I think mentally and mentally more, but also physically, I feel like I played like 4 years straight, like without no stop. It was only basketball, basketball, basketball. And I feel like, I don't really want to say burnt out, but I felt like I was like so full of like basketball that it's like I wasn't enjoying it anymore. And I felt like, I remember talking to my agent and be like, no, like I really think I need a break because it's too much for me. And especially like going in there so young and like just like being in this routine, I feel like I didn't have time to process what was really going on. It was just like you keep going, you keep going, you keep going to the next place, the next place. But it's like at one point I felt like very emotional and be like, oh, I think I need to like process everything, take a break, and then see what happens from that.
Yeah. And how do you feel now?
Very great. I think it helped me a lot to just like understand what I want to do, and I also understood, like it made me understand that maybe basketball is not everything, you know? Like I was so happy to like just live kind of like a normal life and just like be around my family. Like last summer I had the opportunity to really be with my family and see my siblings grown, and like seeing my niece for the first time. And it was like really crazy for me because my niece was born like 2 years ago. So she's like 1 year and I'm seeing her for the first time. And it was like crazy to me that even happened, you know? So it was a lot of new things for me, and I think it helped me see life in a different perspective, but also basketball in a different perspective. I feel like I was able to kind of be like, okay, when I'm in the court, I'm gonna put everything to basketball, but when I'm outside, I'm gonna try to focus on other things because there's a lot of other things that make me happy too.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that's beautiful. I'm happy you had that time for yourself and your family.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was very needed.
Yeah, and on the other side, you've had a pretty steady career in Venice for some years, and do you think that's important, and that was like what you needed, especially in this period of time of going to WNBA and everything else happening and a lot of challenging moments and pressures? So how did that help?
Definitely. I think it helped mostly just like having like similar people around you and like having people that care about you. Like my teammates were very important to me. So I feel like I would go to the WNBA and maybe not have the best season ever, and I would come back and be like, you know what, I have my people, I have my safe space. So that was very important for me.
Nice, yeah. That's awesome. And you mentioned your agent, and you were kind of brave. I really like that, what you said just now, that you were brave to tell him, I need a break, you know. And how do you navigate this relationship with your agent, having one very young, growing up probably with the same one, I'm not sure, but how do you like find your own voice, and how what do you expect from him in these moments, and did that change over the years?
I think my agents have done a very good job of like always making me feel like me as a person, like I'm more important than me as a basketball player. So I think I felt very comfortable letting them know like, okay, I'm struggling, like it's not all like kumbaya and everything is perfect. Like I was like, okay, I need a break, and they were like as soon as they saw me like down, they were like, okay, like no, like you need to take a break, like it's fine, we're gonna figure everything out. So I think I was very lucky to have agents like that, and they always, since like the first time they signed me, they would always tell me that you as a person is more important than you as a basketball player. So I think it was very easy for me to talk to them. Yeah.
Awesome. And I'm gonna go into like basketball court right now.
Yeah.
So you probably have those moments, we all do, that I'm going into practice, I have my own routine from the morning until maybe you have 2 practices, or until the night. Can you walk me through your day practice-wise, and walk me through your day game day?
Okay, so practice is pretty simple. You know, I'll go there before, do my little exercises, and get to practice and practice. I mean, there's nothing really like unique in that. I think it's like my game day schedule is like the most different. Like practice is very like chill, nothing really crazy. But for game days, I always wake up early, make sure I get a good breakfast in, go to shoot around, make sure I'm focused, and then before the game, so I always do a pre-game nap. So before my nap, I usually like to meditate before, and I like to do like different type of meditations, but it kind of helps me focus and understand that, okay, now I'm going into the game, and like just to be more prepared. And then before the game, I think I'm the type of person that talks to myself a lot. Like in my head, I talk a lot to myself. I like walk myself through it. I'm like, okay, like you're about to go in, like make sure you're focused, make sure you're strong, make sure you do this and stuff. Like that's something that I'm used to doing in my head. And then obviously going into the game, like, and I just play basketball.
No, that is great.
Yeah.
And coming into the game, and what if you don't start well, you miss a couple of shots, and it's not, you are seeing it like, oh, okay, this might not be my day. What do I do now? How is that inner talk for you?
First of all, I want to say I feel like that's like very tough for a basketball player. Like when you start a game bad, like talking yourself through it and be like, okay, it's okay, you keep going, and like it doesn't matter if you miss the next shot, like keep going. Like you can, I usually this is how I talk to myself. I'm like keep going, like maybe you can impact the game in a different way, it's fine, like put more effort in defense, like the offense gonna come. Like that's how I usually talk to myself. But I think it's very tough to like pick yourself up from like, because it's like you can go up really like slowly, but when you go down, like you go really really fast. So I think it's important to keep reminding yourself like it's fine, like stay calm and like try to focus on other things. So
yeah. Who helps you the most, like from your team? Is it your teammates, your coaches? Where do you look for the strength and that calmness and safe space in these moments?
Definitely my teammates. I feel like just having positive energy around me helps me kind of like, you know, be more forgiving to myself, because I feel like I can criticize myself a lot on the court and like be upset about this and that. But like having teammates that be like, it's okay, like it's fine, like let's go, like keep going, I think it helps me the most.
Yeah. And do you like being that person on the court for your teammates?
Definitely. I feel like I always know which player needs like more like energy, or like, oh, I need to tell this player like, you good, like stay calm. Like I feel like I'm very good at like helping my teammates in that way.
Yeah, it's important to like figure out the personalities and then adapt to them and talk to them in the way where they're gonna hear you,
right,
and then listen.
Exactly.
Yeah, awesome. I'm just gonna ask you now about these cultural differences that you encountered on your journey. You know, like obviously, like you spent little time in Egypt, but you were born there, then you were raised in Finland, then you've changed a lot of cultures, going to States, being in Italy, and all these things. And what do you take from all these places personally, like just in your life as a basketball player, but also personally?
I think just like to be more open-minded. I feel like that's everything you need to kind of adapt to different cultures that you might see in your life. It's like, I think I learned since a very young age. I feel like I used to have this thing where I would like have a very African culture when I was at home, but then outside of like leaving the house, it was more like a Finnish culture, and I was able to balance both of them. And it's like, it's more of like having an open mind to learn new things, because it's like maybe you don't like some stuff because it's not how you were raised, but if you have an open mind, it's like you might find something that you're like, oh, I actually do kind of like this stuff. So I think just like being open-minded and learning to be open-minded, because sometimes it's like you can be very much like this, but like just kind of like opening and seeing more stuff is like helped me a lot.
And saying that that's very important to you, have you encountered many open-minded people?
Definitely. I think through basketball, the most open-minded people, like basketball players are very good to adapt to different situations and to like, so I think they also helped me understand different cultures because basketball players come from everywhere, you know? So it's like when you already like someone and they tell you about their culture, it's like you are more open to listen to.
Definitely, yeah. And what about your national team career? How do you find playing for Finland and wearing the national team jersey?
Oh, I'm very proud. You know, I always tell to people like I'm African, but I'm a Finnish basketball player because all my fundamentals I learned in Finland and like the way I play, I feel like is the Finnish way too. So I'm very proud to play for the national team and I feel like just having those group of girls that understand the Finnish culture and just like having something like we can like kind of like be on the same page with is like very nice too. So I'm very grateful for that.
Awesome. And does that change over the time? Do you think like when we are playing at home, when we are playing for our national team is definitely one feeling that we have. We're not getting paid. We are just enjoying the game, loving the people around us. Then you also go with this kind of perspective into playing professionally. And then you play professionally for many years and there is like a moment where it becomes a job.
Yeah.
Which, you know, changes the way you see the game and probably it changed the way that you were playing throughout all these years, you know, and maybe brought you to your burnout, let's say, you know, like how do we keep loving the game?
I think for me personally, it's just like trying to focus on the good things instead of the bad things. I feel like it's so easy to be like, oh, like this is the worst season ever, like I'm feeling so bad and this and that. But then like sometimes you can just appreciate the fact that you're actually able to play. Like there's a lot of people that are hurt or like playing with like pain and stuff, like small things like that. I feel like just reminding ourselves that we're still able to play the game that we love and actually get paid to do that. So just kind of like changing the perspective because it's like it's always so easy to go the negative route, but like it's harder to stay positive. So I think that's something that I would like for everyone to kind of like put more attention to.
Yeah. And where do you see yourself going from here? We talked about the little Avak.
Yes.
And where do you see yourself? Do you set your own goals like during the season or is it like during the years? How do you do that?
I think it's like every time I grow up, kinda, I feel like my goals kind of change because I feel like when I was younger, it's like I just want to be a top player in Europe or in the world or whatever. I feel like now it's like I want to be a top player, but I also like want to start a family. Like I'm very a family person and I'm excited to have my own family. So it's like I have different goals now, but I feel like that's normal when you grow up too.
Awesome, yeah.
But yeah, it's like kind of just knowing how to balance both of that. But I do, as a player, I feel like I still have the same goals.
Yeah, nice. Well, I want you to reach all of those goals and go to the highest of heights in basketball as we can see the potential that you have. And, you know, I am glad that you find worth in mental health as well. And I hope that that journey can also lead you to the best of the basketball, but also in your personal life. I hope that everything works out as you wish. And I thank you so much for being here, for meeting me today and talking to me.
Thank you so much. I'm very honored.